First, I have
Sorry, the phone.
Just a couple of minutes ago, the rockets attack was in Dnipro. Last day, as you know, it's destroyed shopping mall in Kremenchuk. Died more than 20 people, 40 people missed, and it's genocide. We see the Russians destroyed civilians' apartments just in capital of Ukraine. Destroyed more than 300 buildings, 220 buildings. It's apartments, residence buildings for civilians. It's not the war against Ukrainian army. It's a war against civilian population. We see how destroyed the city, Mariupol, Donetsk, Kharkiv, Chernihiv, many other cities. It's war, it's genocide of Ukrainian people. Today we see the safety is very important, and collective safety is very important question for Ukraine. And just one way to be the part of NATO is mean safety to our homeland.
Whatever it takes, 300,000, 1 million, a billion, it is important to stop the war and stop Putin's army in Ukraine now. Ukraine is gonna fail. If Ukraine is gonna fail, you're gonna be next. Moldova is gonna be next. Food crisis, it's just the beginning. Economical crisis. If it's not gonna be stopped now, all of us gonna be affected. The free world, so-called free world, is gonna be affected. And NATO and the world society needs to learn how to act fast. It's been too long. You probably, or the free world probably was expecting that Ukraine is gonna fail in 3 days. It didn't happen. The world is still going. 120 days now. How long? How many civilians, children, 1,000 children been killed, murdered, raped, injured. 3,000 rockets were launched and landed on Ukrainian soil. So close the sky. It will continue in the past 2 days and still going, that rockets are still launched and landed on the infrastructure where civilians were shopping. And justification was that Bucha, Irpin, Gostomel, Mariupol and so on, it was a complete lie, as well as that civilians were killed in the shopping mall yesterday. So the state of lies, in this case, Russia, and Putin's army is continuing destroying Ukraine and killing the Ukrainians. Russia needs Ukraine, but not the Ukrainians, as we say. And after the Second World War, nothing like that in the old world, in Europe, was happening. That international law was broken that badly and still going, and we're still observing. The majority is still observing while still having trades with Russia. We need to isolate Russia to show this is not okay with us to continue this destruction of life. It needs to be stopped now, whatever it takes. Troops, defensive weapons, offensive weapons, whatever it takes must be stopped. The longer we will continue observing, so to speak, observing, the more it's going to have consequences. And what is happening is a war crime that could not continue in 2022 after all the experiences we've made with the First and Second World War. That cannot be realistic. Wake up, guys. This is happening now. You're going to be next. This is going to be knocking on your door just in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, just a few restaurants to accept about the